This is a sample video I have created to give a brief introduction about the chapters, topics covered within the 17 volume book set on Oracle eBusiness Suite R12 Financials. As I clarified in the earlier video, although it is called a 17 volume book set, due to large file sizes, I had to split them into multiple files. So you will see 19 books here. So let us go over some sample contents, starting with Oracle General Ledger Part 1. This is the cover page, and you can swipe to the next pages if you are using iPad. So this is the table of contents. Then you will see each functionality being explained in the further pages with the help of multiple snaps. So let us go over some sample functionalities. So this is table of contents. Let us choose journal approvals for demonstration. So the way the entire contents are structured is, first it starts with what all configurations you need to do for performing a functionality. For example, for performing journal approvals, you need to configure approvals first by way of enabling approval in ledger options. And that has been explained by way of snaps. You can zoom the snap and see, you can go to accounting setup. Then from accounting setup, you can go into ledger options, enable journal approval, check that checkbox here, and then go to next and finish. The next step is to enable approval in journal source. Again, if the snap is too small for you, you can zoom it, see the contents comfortably, swipe left or swipe right to view the entire snap. Then go over to the next steps. Set up journal profile options. Attach employees to the user. So for journal approval, you have to create the employees, you have to attach the employees to the users, and you have to first create a test case or a use case. It has been explained here how you can create the employee, how you can attach that to the user, how you can see who is the manager of a particular employee, and create your test case. Then you have to set up the approval limits. Here the snap explains how to set up the approval limit for an employee. Then your transaction flow starts. You have to first enter a journal and submit it for approval. So you have to log in as the B Ericsson login username as given in the test example in this book set. Then you have to enter a journal, then submit the journal. After submitting, see the notification that is given here that journal has been submitted for approval. Then you have to approve the journal. The manager approves the journal, so you have to log in as the manager. Manager views the notification, clicks on the notification and approves it. Then you can log in again as the employee user and see a notification that it has been approved. And you can also open the journal and see the journal status as approved. So that completes one flow. Let us go over to another flow as a sample. So let us choose fixed assets. This is the cover page. Fixed assets, it first explains you how to configure the entire module, starting from how to create a fiscal year, how to create a calendar, how to create a depreciation calendar, prorating calendar, how to set up your flex fields and so on, and up till the final point of creating your books and attaching the book to the categories and entering your assets and depreciating them. So some of the flows, like how would you run the depreciation on an asset? So depreciation, how you can navigate to depreciation menu, then how you can run draft depreciation, how you can close a depreciation period, and how you can see the accounting after depreciation. So run the create accounting and view the actual SLA entries and the journal entries for assets. Important thing about this book set is it also explains to you how to create operating units, ledgers, legal entities, and organizations from scratch. For example, let us go to receivables, part 2, and I swipe to create and configure receivables operating unit. Here you get all the instructions how from scratch you can build an operating unit and then test that operating unit by way of entering receivables transactions, receiving money and completing accounting for those transactions, so that you know your operating unit has been working properly. Similarly, your other modules like approval management, and you will see similarly there is an index and multiple snaps have been provided within each course guide or each book or each volume within this book set to explain all the functionalities. There is also a brochure provided along with this, so that you can go over all the contents what all has been covered within this. So let me briefly show you how the list of chapter and contents is structured. So this is file browser and this is list of chapters and topics. So it says 1900 plus pages, actually it has more than 2000 pages, and these are all the volumes and cover pages. You can see here creating a chart of account, and here you will see module by module listing of all the chapters and topics. So you know what are the functionalities covered, and the course guide or the book set has been prepared so that you also know all the configurations which are sitting behind all the transaction flows, which is extremely important to know, because if you do a project like implementation or support, many times you will have to check the prerequisites by way of viewing some configurations, etc. And if you don't know the configurations, you may not be able to troubleshoot or you may not be able to implement Oracle applications. So you can download this list of chapters from Dropbox, and I have provided a link. LinkedIn, on my LinkedIn profile I have provided a link to this Dropbox. Just download it from there and you can carefully read the contents, list, chapters, etc. Thank you. Bye bye.